So if you have any question, let me drag this here. Okay, so I can. All right, so let me generate a landing page content. What can I generate on? So let's say act as a professional UX, professional user experience, like I would say UI designer. Okay, for example, UI designer. Let me just write down. Yeah, because I wanted to generate content. After the professional UI designer generates a copy for for what give me examples. Fintech, right? Can we go fintech? Yeah, generate a copy for a fintech mobile application and then other landing page. Generate a copy for a fintech mobile application landing page that focuses on elder community to help save money, and um, promotes okay, to help save money or to help save money in their elderly. So I'm just thinking out loud. Yeah, to help save money in their elderly age. Um, Features includes um, monthly payouts to elders accounts based on their fixed agreements. What else can be a feature? Um, Simplified UI to supply UI for their use. So it says like this. But let me add something. Act as a fictional UI designer. Okay, generate a prompt I can use to generate a landing page for the description below. Yeah, generate the options. So that is how we make prompts can belong. If you have a user story or a PRD document, you could just easily paste the PRD document and tell it to read the PRD document, whatever it is, and make sense out of it, generate a landing page from the content. Yeah, because I'm thinking from my head. So I'm trying to be as detailed as possible. So generate optimized prompts I can use to generate a landing page for the description below. Yeah. Let's just say the description alone. Okay. My landing page for a fintech mobile application that focuses landing application landing application that focuses on the elderly community to help save money in the elderly ages. Features include monthly payouts to elders account based on their fixed agreements. Yeah. Simplified UI for their use. Maybe investments or opportunities, or let's say low risk investment opportunities. What's the last one I can think of? What can an elderly person need? Well, maybe um, resources, resources, learning resources for elderly financial, learning resources for elderly financial what? Financial growth or financial knowledge. Yeah. Okay. So, okay. Landing page should be easily understood by um, elder generations um, by using simpler but understandable words. I don't know if my prompts make sense, but let's go. Yeah, let's go. Let's see. So it generates something. Okay, here's an optimizer to use prompts. You can paste into a landing page generator like Figma AI. Yeah. So if you use Figma, you could easily just, or whatever AI tool you want to use, you could easily paste your results. So you could see it's generating something. A landing page for fit about design for elderly company. Helps elder save key features, tone and language. You could see it. So you could adjust whatever you want. Okay. Um, okay, monthly payouts, easy to use, safe low risk investment, financial learning resources, tone and language. Yeah, we could say, what can we change it? I think it's cool. I think we like the tone and language, right? Simple, clear, reassuring words. So I guess we like the tone and language. Sections include your section, headline emphasizing financial security, blah, 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 blah. Cool. Okay. So I think we're cool. A clear call to action, start saving today or secure your future. Okay, so how it works, step-by-step explanation in simple terms, feature sections, testimonial. So we're cool, right? Yeah. What can we tell you to add? I think we're cool. Can't think of anything. All right, so style and design, we debut typography with large font size. Okay, so let me see. Um, using your using the prompt. This will be very good if you're using another tool to generate the landing page, like another AI tool. Yeah. So I'll just say using the prompt you generated, um, create a no, um, generate the the copy for the landing page. Um, so I can design on Figma. Ensure. Let's start from the beginning. Act as a professional create, creative UI designer. Okay, say you wanted to write. Let's say UI design writer. Yeah, we're going to design. We want it to write. Yeah. Yeah, using the prompt to generate the copy for the landing page so I can design on Figma. Let's go. Yeah, so let's see what comes up. So comes up. Yeah. So now we have something to work with. Okay. Yeah. So now you have your copy. You can, that's if you don't have any writer on your team. So you have a copy that you can start with. You can adjust it so if you want. Let me tell you to add a about product think you might need this section. So we would have an about product section. We have your section about the product, how it works, features section, testimonials, cool, yeah. So it'll be very easy if I had the PLD or a user story or basically any description um documents about the product. You can attach as a can always attach it as a file, as a document PDF, and your work is simpler or easier from there. But yeah, so let's work with what we have. So we have the copy, your section, blah blah blah. Yeah. So let's just take it. Let's start with the landing page. So because of all that, um, sorry. Yeah. So since I've taught how to set up, should I do that? I'll set up colors and stuff. Yeah, I think I can just jump right straight into designs. So let me create a color style. Okay. Let me show us how I create color styles. Uh, nice to have it opened. Yeah. Where is it? Is it? These icons. Yeah. While that's loading, good. Like I prefer tailwind. Hold on. Right. This is a new tab. Does not have. Yeah. Yeah. It's disappointed. Mm, yeah. So I could come to colors. So I prefer using. So yeah, we have different colors from. Oh, did I copy? Yeah. So basically, what I copy is the slits. I kind of prefer. You can use slits. You can use gray color system or zinc, whichever one you prefer. Okay, I can. So you can just copy. I can put. Let me copy zinc from here. Um, okay, why is it not responding to me? Okay, so I could just paste this here. So I have my black. Yeah. So while I open this, let's say I want a shade of blue. I think yeah, fintech. So let's put it somewhere here. Okay, put it somewhere here. Oh no, let me down this. Can leave it here. So I like this color. I want to use this color. So I can export. So it gives me a code. Um, there's a plugin for it, but it's not free. So I can just use plugin. So I'm just going to be very fast. So I can have this as their color. Oh, where is it? I'll close this. Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Yeah, yes, I can copy their code. Uh, yes. If you want me to explain this, I might explain this later. But just a little bit higher level, right? So I need a secondary color blue. I can just go with green. Or let me try. No, let me just go with green. Somewhere here. Yeah, hope it works. Add a subfield to it. Okay. Export, copy, do the same thing. So now I have two colors. Yeah, that's done. So I have my blue, I have my black, I have my green. Okay, I think what I need is white now. Just add one color style, call it white. Okay, so I need one. What are we calling our products? Not thought about that. So let's name the product. Um, can we name it? Um, yeah, can, yeah, I think of what I can use. Can we call it? Um, we have here. Sure, sure. If you have a question, Jera. Hmm. Okay. What's the meaning of Jera? What does Jera mean? Mm, okay. Logo. We can just make Jira the logo itself. I think it's close. Okay. Um, Anyways, just the name that popped out. All right, Jira then. Let me make this 24 or something. Yeah, you could use it as the logo itself. Uh, yeah, let's do it. You can always change it and then. So what are the things we need? Yeah. We need. Hold on. Yeah. Let me just use the style. Copy. Just use the style. Okay. What? So the font they are using is Inter, yeah. So what I can do is I can just replace everything here. So batch styler. So I'm a little bit fast. Yeah, if you have any question about what I'm doing, you can always ask me. Yeah, so it has everything I have here that I copied from their chassis and design system. Yeah, I could just easily come select everyone and change it to. Okay, now I have a lot of font options. Let me pick one. Let's say, well, let's leave it as Inter. I think Inter is not disturbing anyone. Or let's just Helvetica. That's Helvetica. Okay, now display. It does not have italics, does not have semi-bold. It has me. Let's just run common one. And let's just fig It's fig as everyone. Semi-bold, yeah. Extra bold, yeah. And we're done. Up this style. Yeah. So now everyone has been changed to fig from Inter. Yeah. All right. So we have that. So we have our logo. Um, we have our logo. So if you come back to our prompt, our results, we have these sections, which is the daily list. No, we have the section that is about products, how it works, features, testimonials, FAQs. So we could have something like that. So in our case, we could have okay. Let's first make all the button states. Yeah, so let's call this one button. Definitely not. So 18, so 18 large. Yeah. What's next? Icon. Should I copy from here or not? So since let's just use their input. So we could have our so we just use the asset that's already on Figma. Right, drag this in. Yeah. So this a little bit too dark. Yeah. So let me do this about 20. Yeah. We could have them both selected. Um, could have this as white, this as I don't get. Did I? Oh, I did not make. I did not change the name. Sorry, should have been. Okay. Should have been white. Yeah. So we have that as white. We have this as white. Yeah. So I make this. I always adjusting them. Let me make this 12, 2012. It's too big. Let's make this 8, 16. Oh, 12 it. Yeah. Yeah. Let's make the fill blue. What are that primary color? Yeah. What is this? Does it look cool? Use this. 12. We like. So yeah, so we have our first states. Spacing can be 4 instead of 3. So make it a component. So I've done a lot of explanation on this, so I could have easily just copied and pasted it here. So if you still have any question, you can ask. Well, I know I've taught this well, so I'm being fast about it. Yeah, so you could just have a second, not compulsory, but it's okay. There's no crime. I can add a stroke. So I can remove the fill here in case we need one. I don't think we might actually need, but let's just have it. Remove the fill. Make this 700. Make this 700. So yeah, so we have our button state this way. So I think we're 800. So yeah, and we're all set for our land. Oh, one more thing, our navigation. So if you see a landing page, you usually get those navigation buttons. Yeah, so something like home, about us, stuff like that. So let's use this home. We can add auto layout if you like, not compulsory, but I just prefer it in case you want to add a drop down. Okay, let's have one. So I could add the drop down to it. Make this 16. Yeah, say I'm very fast about it. Oh, yeah. So I think with this we're done technically. So I think we'll use light mode. So let's just make this one black. Okay. Let's make this sync. Okay. So our idle states, okay, our selected states, that's when it's live or selected. It could be this color. Let me make it a components. So let's add. Remember what I taught us about instances. Yeah. So the appearance, we want it to only appear when we want it to good. So let's call it icon. Or let's call it drop down rather. Drop down. So value is true. So create stuff. Well, let's make the value false. Or then make it true so that we can edit it later. So we have our first. So this is when it is selected. We can have one when it is idle. So the page where it's not on, where you want to select. So we could make that. Let's make that gray 600. Then we create a hover state. A hover state could also be 600. Not bad. Yeah. So this is when it is selected. This is like the live page where it's going to be on. This is going to be. So let's add our interaction. So yes, used to this on hover. Oh, sorry about that. It's already on focus now. I'm sorry. All right. So this year, um, so this only happens on hover. So let's name it. Let's call this. Okay, this can be selected. This can be let's just see. Let's go what I do. This can be hover. You can do just the same for just. This is on over. Give me to stop sharing and share back means. Yeah. Okay. So we have buttons. This can come up on while pressing. So I've talked about this a lot. So yeah. While hovering, while pressing. Yeah. Okay, could add something simple. Yeah. Could add a feel. Probably make it so it's more visible when you hover on it. All right. So let's go. So we have our logo here also. So I think we have all the assets we need for now. So what dimension are we starting with? Most times, yeah, we kind of start with 1440 pixels. Like that would be the width of your um PC, your laptop. So people like starting from the mobile. So they start from mobile screen, then the tablets, then go to the web view. Yeah, I just kind of prefer it backwards. So you start from the web. That's your PC desktop device. Yeah, then you move to your tab. Then you move to phones. Yeah, if you use Figma or some web tools, you'd get that. So I can start my navbar. I have my logo here. Probably make it black. Mhm. I have my logo. Next, I want to pick for my. Let me name it nav button. Yeah. So then pick for my nav button. Let me pick the ideal state from the nav button. I hope I'm not complicating things. Oh, something is not working. Okay, it's working. So since I set my drop down appear variable, yeah, I can just turn it off. Yeah. So I could have my home, which is going to be like the home page for the design. I duplicate it again. Call this probably about us. Um, I could have another one for um, let's say FAQs. Another for um, contact us. If anyone comes up in my head, I can add it. So I think these are like a few major. Okay, let's add one more. Let's call it blog. Yeah. So we could pick from our button again. Um, let's add a new button. Let's call it. Oh, I need to turn off this. So let me add the same variable states. So appearance. Um, show. Let's say icon. Yeah. Okay, we can make the value true. So you create the property. So that means you can turn it off if you like. Let me add instance swap. Yeah, so instance swap to it. So let's just say icon. Let's call it icon also. Yeah. So if I come back to my button, yeah, it has this, so I can turn it off. I don't want it. Okay. Yeah, so we have our buttons. We have our button. Let's call it get started. So get started. Yeah. Since we're addressing elder people, I think it's better we make the cities more clear. So get started. I don't know if I click on get started. This might take me to a login page. Yeah. But remember the target audience, elderlies. Yeah. So you could call this login. Yeah. You could call this sign up. Yeah, we could leave this as our primary button. So hold on. Remember what we did last time? So let's call this one button primary. Let's call this secondary. Yeah, so let me have the same for this guy. Uh, and switch. I want it to be the same one with the other primary color. So icon and appearance instance swap can also be icon. Yeah. So it's now similar. So if I come to my button here, um, I can swap this button. So because I added a slash between them, it creates a folder for, what I call button primary, button secondary. So now I have a folder called button. So if I click on secondary, it preserves everything, but just uses the secondary style. So things like this just makes your work faster. So I add another layout, make this 8. Yeah, so my navbar is basically ready. So what I have to do is to select these two. So select this, what do you call them? The navigation buttons. Yeah, I add another layout to them. Can make the space 24. Or I think it's okay. Let's make it 24. Yeah. So now I select all of them together and I call it. I add another layout. Yeah. So the margin could be 48. The top and bottom can be 20. Mhm. Okay, so let's take out this underline. So it's going to be at center. Right, so 44. I think we're set. Let's add background to it. Add that in. Sure. Yeah. So now we have our navbar, and that was done in how many minutes? In a few minutes. Our navbar is ready. So what we can do is make this a component. Yeah. Okay. So let me start. When I was about to do the navbar for mobile, but so it will be more understandable, I'll do that when I'm moving to mobile. Yeah. So I'll explain how this components work. So let's start with landing page. So we have our navbar as a component. So let's call it navbar. Yeah. So let's add it to our components. Let me add the section. Let me call this. Let's call these components. So sections are like, what do I call it? I don't know how to define sections, but basically it's just how you can group different screens. Yeah, so it's more or less like a group, a like the word non-interfering group of yeah. So let's leave that components. So let's go to our landing page. It's looking too distracting. Come, take it up with this one. No, let's leave it. It's a little distracting. Yeah. So we have our components ready. So to start your landing page, you're starting from your navbar, right? Please, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. So let me copy this out. Oh, okay, I forgot. I want the length of my navbar to be 1440. So you realize that by adjusting the length of the navbar, it's kind of destroyed or damaged or altered the arrangement. So what I can do about that is to change the spacing to auto. So now it automatically, so if I adjust the length, it fits, just makes it more responsive. Yeah, so 1440. So there's one very, very small detail people miss. If you look at this navbar button, if you want it to be at the center, yeah, if I you notice that on the right, you have it as 462 pixels to the left and 500 pixels to the right. Yeah, that's because the width of this element here is different from the width of this element here. So right here is 172, right here is 134. So if I adjust this to 172, it shifts this to the center. So now if I come back, it's 481, 481 on both sides. So these are little things that people don't pay attention to, but you should pay attention to. So that's how I put at the center and very easy. So then I adjusted the length, the width of the logo. Even if it's a logo itself, like not the text, it's still going to work. Or you could just put your logo in a frame or to lay out anyone, yeah, and just adjust the length of the frame. So it shifts your logo to the center. Yeah, so we have our navbar. What's next? Let's go back to last year. Let's go back to our. So any questions so far before I proceed with the landing page? I'm assuming no question. Yeah. So let's go. So hero section. Hero section is like the first section um where you land on. Yeah. Usually the golden section. That's where you want to sell your products. So secure your golden years with ease. Is that easy to understand? Well, because just come here and say, okay, I could just select this and oh, it's in a artifact, so I can't. Okay. That's it's an artifact. No, what I was going to do was if you select anything in um ChatGPT, you can always tell it to you can ask question around that selection. Yeah, but it's in an artifact, so I can't do that here. So I'll just copy the text and tell it um um this okay, make this copy more what's the word? Make this copy more make this copy more simplified. Is that correct? Simplified for elders. No, not simplified. More, yeah, simplified and impactful for elders to understand without having to think too much. Just try to dumb down the prompt. So let's see what it gives us. Okay. Okay, save simply, live peacefully. Money made easy for your golden. Nope. Enjoy your savings, money. I save money, stress-free life. Your money, your peace of life. Does any of them resonate with us? Okay. So I could just say money made easy for your golden years. No. Enjoy your savings. No. Saved money. I think this is because we did not give you so much information, but um, let's just do this. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'm not sharing entire screen, so you could not see my ChatGPT page. You guys not mentioned it. Alright, probably when I'm switching back. Um, I can just cancel the comment. Sorry, minutes. Can you guys hear me? Okay. So I was showing this. So I made changes to. So I was talking about how this caption looks a little bit too confusing. Secure golden years with ease. Yeah, it might be confusing. So I made little changes to the secure golden years. So it's giving me more options. Let's just say money made easy for it. No. Let's just say save simply. No. Okay, I was going to save money. Let's call it save simply, live peacefully, or whatever it is. So we can always change it anytime. Or money made easy for your golden years. I think that would be more impactful. Yeah. All right. So next, we want to have we need a caption. So we put in the here section text. Let's use. Oh, there's no force in this option. Uh, I'm gonna break it. It's a little bit big. Okay. Let's take out this. And make it probably 120%. Yeah. Let's make it extra bold is too much. Let's make it bold. Maybe minus. I'll leave that -1%. Yeah. What else? Mm-hmm. I have this. Let's make it black. Let's go back to our prompts. What it gave us was secure golden years. So a simple and safe way to elders go and run without stress. Okay. Let me take this out. So I can make this my header text. Sorry, my caption body text rather. Um, let's draw this out. Let's make it gray. Hmm, let's make it 600. Um, is that for a question? Uh, 16. So I didn't do this house myself, so it's hard to know what's inside. Okay. Yeah, this can be 40. Yeah. Yeah. So the next is button. So I can come and it suggested a nice button for it. So I can use um, start saving today. Yeah, that was shortcut not working. Okay, so start saving. So I hope you guys can hear me. Start saving today. So I can select. Okay, let me group it. So I select this to add local layouts. Probably make it 12. Let me see. Okay. Please, if when you guys can hear me, please tell me, or if you guys can hear me. So 12. Let's make this auto layout to this too. Make this. I don't know if you saw what I did. So what I did was I used auto layout to group these two first before grouping it with the button. Yeah. Make this fill ready on fill. Make sure all the elements inside are on fill. Okay, this is not on fill. Let's use it on fill. Yeah. Okay, so we have our text area. So we might not do this first. We could always come back and use, let's use a frame for now. We'll adjust the contents, the image later. So I select both of them, add auto layout to both of them, add a background to the auto layout I just created. Yeah, then add my margin 148. Um, my length is 1440. Make this fill make this feel. This could be. Remember, most of these things are not fixed, so you could use whatever you like at the points. So I have my hero section to an extent. So let me make this. I can make this 80. Yeah, I can make it 80. Make this. Like, yeah. mm, Okay, so I think I can make my header bigger. If I make this 48, yeah, it looks better. I make this 20. The regular for this. Yeah. So make this 20. Yeah, so it's looking better, looking good, yeah. Mhm. So now I have my hero section or my simplified. Let me add 120. I have my simplified hero section and I can add the auto layouts to both the hero section and the navbar. So shift A, add it there. And I've gotten started this way. So any questions so far? So I've gotten started this way. Um yeah, because someone is unmuted. Okay, no Larry. No Larry, do you have any question?
No, I don't have.
All right. So you see it's already getting it and it's also neat. That's like the most important part. So you have a responsive landing page already. You can see how it's adjusting on its own. Yeah. So Ctrl Z 1440. We can leave this way. Simple and safe way for others to save, grow, and enjoy their money without stress. Yeah. Actually, it's 36. You could have this very funny. Let's have it. I don't know if you have seen. It's like a. It's not. I can't remember the words. It's a group of images you put together. So I could have it one, two, three, four, five. Let me see. Let's use a text that says 25,000 plus elders uh, using Jira. Yeah. So let's make it black. Oh, it's an app. Uh, I should have added. It should have been a link to your. Can I do that? Okay, let me finish this first. So I can add an outline. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen something like this. Let's make it white. Add auto layouts. Reduce the space between them to like -12. Um, I think I'll prefer the first. I prefer this first one on top. Yeah, so there's a feature in auto layout I've not had the opportunity to show. That if you click on this setting auto layouts, you can set which ones come first. Do you want the last to be on top or do you want the first to be on top? Yeah, so I kind of want the first to be on top. So if I click on it, it puts the first on top. Yeah, so it comes in and in things like this. So let me use user profile. What's the time? Please, if okay, I think we have like 20 less than 20 more minutes to wrap up. User profile. I can select everyone. Yeah. Male, female, yeah, emotions or hair color black. Um, so your age is all okay. No, we want elders, so let's use elder. So we put on elder. Photo quality can be small. Is that a question? Which plugin is that? Okay, that's user profile. Yeah, user profile. So if I click on insert random photos, come on, why is it doing that? Insert random photos. Yeah. So now it's inserted random photos, but for a reason it's all men. Let me adjust it and see if it's a different result. Okay, what happens to the elderly women? Let me force it. Um, wow, okay. I didn't see that coming. No photo for elderly women. All right, let me take it to instead of elder, let's use millennial. Mm-hmm. Yeah, these are not elders in any way, but you guys get the gist. Uh, yeah. Right. So we have this. We could lay out both of them and have it somewhere down here. So it just gives your landing page. It just gives the product more credibility. I think 5 pictures is too much. We could use 3. So let's use 12 here. I think 16. This 20. Let's do 16. Let's make this bold. Control B. Make it bold. 25,000 plus. Elders are using Jira. Let's delete one. Let's delete 2 people. So one person's picture. Yes, we must. So I think 3 looks cool. Yeah. So we have 25,000 people. Elders are using Jira. Um. Okay. Let me see if there's an asset for that. Download. Get it off. Um, mm, get it on. Right. Okay. So we have that. So we have our hero section here, and we have this. You can change the background to whatever you want. You should have something. This could be a phone mockup. This could be anything. Uh, so this could be anything. Yeah. Depending on your discretion at the moment. Okay. Yeah, respond to this guy. All right. So let's go to the next part so that we don't take too much time. So we have no. Okay. So I can close this. Um, Start saving today. So we're done with the hero section here. So let's talk about the about page. So the same thing, basically the same thing I want to do. Yeah, I think there's something I can also talk about. You can always come to Pinterest, Dribble, um, Pinterest, Dribble, Behance, Mobins, wherever you want. And you can also search for ideas. Yeah, but because of time, let them just proceed. So I think something like this might actually work for elders. We have an elderly person, but this looks cool. Okay, why is it not very larger? Okay. Yeah, so I think something like a website like this looks very cool actually. Okay, this is why I don't like using Pinterest. Let me just copy that, paste it in Figma. Yeah. So we have something like this. I like the hero section. We might not do it, but I'm just trying to tell you that you can always start from somewhere with your ideas. Yeah, so you could look for how did they make this, how did they put. I think I like probably one of my next projects. I'll steal some of these ideas. All right, so let's just proceed so it don't take so much time. So your about us section could be, let's make it as simple as possible. Still the same format, um, image text formats. So you could have our about us here. Let me just copy our app. So like the same way I built out this landing, this hero section, I put in the title, call it about product. Mhm. Yeah, make it big. Could be 40. Um, Sorry, I'm breaking. Since I did not set up the um, text typography, it's hard for me to use what they're using or what they're recommending. So about products, you could have this on black. Let's pick this. You could always copy this. You can always reuse elements in your landing page. That's always replace everything. So I paste it here, add the layout to both of them. Probably use a 12. Mhm. Okay. I forgot it was a mobile app. The login sign up would not work. So let me just I can change this to let's leave it. Just this is just for experience. It's not a real product, so there's no need for me to be accurate with it. So one, so I can have a um get started. Could have a get started, yeah. Yeah. Same thing since I made them into properties. Could use I could use it as a secondary. Let's leave it. So you can't really get started, but anyway. Okay, yeah. Shift A. And you have added an auto layout 24. Yeah, cool. Could add under frame here. You can always adjust it to whatever you want. Add under frame. Um, Add auto layout to both of them. So now I've created my section this way. So what I want to do is I'm going to add padding or margin to all sides. So I could make my top and bottom padding 80. I could make my left hand. Let me add fill. Yeah. Let me add this. So I think it's somewhere here. Yeah, so my left right padding could be you can use 148, you can use 128, 120, you can use any figure as long as it looks good. Yeah. As long as so one thing you should also know, yeah. When your developers are developing, they most times use things like viewports, things like max width, although it's in Figma, yeah. They use things like max width, min width. So these are things that help. So if you notice, if you open a website on a desktop, yeah, so you're on a monitor screen which that is wide, it's different from if you move that same screen to your laptop screen. So you're using a MacBook, it's showing this on your screen size of the MacBook. If you move that to your PC, your desktop, which is wider and bigger, sometimes your text becomes bigger. Sometimes the website tries to put all the content at the center. So you have a lot of space on both sides, but you can focus your content on the center. So most times, although those might be left to your developer discretion working with you. So you could tell them that, okay, I want this to happen when why do I feel this will be better this way? Is it so I'm distracted? So you could tell the developer what do you want it to do when it's at a particular width or height or size. So let me put this at I'll break this thing. I could put this at 120%. Is it me or this looks better? I think so. It looks, I don't know. It's not distracted me when I saw it. So to close the other size in here. Or this could be smaller. Um, this could be 14. I'm going to break this thing. Um, Sorry, give me a minute. Yeah, I think it looks better this way. Yeah. Is it? Sorry, I'm distracted. So there are things like this that you just Control Z when you after doing them. Does not mean you're bad. Bad. So let's just do it this way. So let's continue so we don't waste more time. So you could make this 128, you could make it 140, you could make it 80, depending on your I prefer lots of space. So let me make it 80. I prefer when there's a lot of space between my elements, but the problem or enough room so I can drag it to the auto layouts landing page I'm working in. So make this feel yeah. So these are sections, these are things that you just keep doing, make this feel. So now you can easily adjust anything anywhere. Yeah, and the layout is I'm using a very clear layout. Yeah, because I think most of the web landing page I've been reviewing lately, things are everywhere, things are scattered all over the place. Yeah, you don't know where anything is. Yeah. So you want your content clear. You want everything, your call to actions clear. You don't want anything hidden. Yeah. Then so you could pick whatever layout you prefer. Yeah, it could be a mock-up of the screen, depending on your discretion. Right. So what's the next section? How it works. Okay. So now I'm about to show us how cards work. Cards. So let's think how it works. Let's go. You can make it center aligned. So let's go. Let's start. Let's go build. Can make this bigger, yeah. Okay, 528. Let's make this bigger. Yeah, leave it. You can adjust this to so an average screen could be around 640 pixels. Yeah, or seven. Let's make it 720. This could be bigger. Let's leave it say. This can be bigger. Yeah, could adjust it 720. Yeah, so let's go. So next thing is how it works. So let's pick our how it works going. So we come, we put this center, let me reach. So save with confidence. We have a lot of content here. Mm, how do you get started? What the option? What are the? There are a lot of ways you can do this. Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to think of the best. Okay, let's make it into cards. Yeah. So basically, I think the goal of this tutorial is just to show us how to neatly create your landing page. So this is a very basic um landing page. Yeah. You could be more creative with it, but I want to simplify it just to make sure that your designs are clean. Yeah, because someone recently showed me a landing page and the person wanted me to give the feedback. But if I'm going to give a feedback, I'm going to tell the person to start all over again. And the person was under pressure. Yeah. So how do you start from the beginning in such a way that it's neat? Even if the contents are not ready, you could still have a layout that is neat. So save with confidence. I could have you could make it such a way that okay, let's use this style. Let me use a rectangle like this blog style. So we could have an image here, like this 12. Then we have the header, save with confidence, then a body text, set aside money in a way that suits your needs. Yeah, make this 16 probably. Yeah, make this so you have your copy. I hope I'm not being too complex. That's my fear. Hope I'm not too complex. We have this V. Yeah. I could break this down. So let's go. Shift A. It gives you a auto layout. So you can make the spacing for okay. So I didn't build out this text, so that's why we have a lot of I don't have time to. So 140%. Okay. So okay, let me just explain something. For body text here, most times we walk around 140%. Yeah. For header, the spacing can be a little bit more tighter. So we use headers most times 120% for your line height. Yeah. So let me just go very fast. Save with confidence. This is what H324. Okay, okay, okay. Let's leave it like that. So we have an image here. Control Shift A. Let's make this C12. Is it enough? Yeah. And make this fill. Okay. So I can add. So this is what's 12. Yeah, 12. That's the corner radius 12. So what I can do is I could make the card, yeah, have its own, to be a full card. So I add a white background to all of them. Yeah. So I want the corner so that it can, you notice that the background of this auto layer that I added into, yeah, it's not curved. So you have this funny space here. So since I use 12 as the corner radius here, I can simply do the same here. Yeah, so the corner radius will be 12. Yeah, okay. We might continue next class, so I might finish in next class because we have less than 10 minutes. So I could make the spacing here 12. Yeah, I could add a padding below. Probably make this 12 also. Yeah, okay. What did I use here? 120 pieces. Yeah, the 24 is kind of big. Well, let's see. Probably because I've not added it. Okay. We have this save with confidence card. This is how it works. Just cost now. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's add the padding to it so it looks better. Let's make this 8 8. What does it look like? Or 4. So it does not look funny. For top cancel before. Yeah. So if your margin is a formula around this, if your corner radius here is 12 and the spacing between this shape, another shape, the corner radius, and your outside boundary is 4, you can subtract that spacing from this corner radius. Because if you look at it now, it looks weird. Yeah. So I could make a 12 minus 4, and that's 8. Yeah. So now you realize that this bend looks better. I don't know if you guys got what I just did right now. I could make this 8. So right now. All right. I could make it into a component. Let's make it into a component. Close this guy. I can make it a component. I could have a. I could add the hover state. So when you hover on this, let's make it have. Let's add the shadow to it. So maybe I'll make it blur. This could be somewhere around 12. Yeah, make it more blur. Okay. So I can copy this out. So let's duplicate it 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. So since we're dealing with elders here, you could use more pictures than icons. Younger people, we grew up more with icons than elders. So elders would, though, it'd be better if you give them more pictures, more faces than icons. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's go. Did I just okay push this here? Where's my shortcut now? Okay. So go safely. Ah, this is so slow. Explore low quality ones. Yeah. Okay. These I just keep copying and pasting. I'm tiring sometimes. So very soon we'll close. We'll probably continue next class. Yeah. So from next class we'll talk about. So just give me 2 more minutes to just finish this. How about us section, and then we'll take it up from there. Where's my Figma? Have I copied this already? Nope. I'm stuck in. So learn as you go. I know why the shortcut is not working. Okay. Yeah. So access simple financial guides. So okay. So now we have our form, how it works section. Could add an auto layout, make the spacing what 24 or so. Oh, that was make the spacing 24. I beg pardon. Um should put it at the center, yeah. We can leave it at the center. So add an auto layout to both of them. So how it works to be at the center in this one. And yep, you have your 36. I have 36 here. Like I said, there's no formula to what I'm doing. I just know how 36 will look like. That's why I'm using 36. So 36 looks cooler. Let me make this hug. Let me make this feel harder. Yeah. So I add my fill to this. Okay. I use white here. Let me make background here darker. Let me just use zinc. Make it dark. Yeah. So I add it to my auto layout. I put a few. So now this is where we're going to do a little work. So my padding, I use 148 from the beginning. So let's still leave it at 148. This is on fill. Yeah, but I want the elements inside the container to also fill. So I select each of the components and move them to fill. Yeah, so you notice that all of them kind of aligned. So all of them are just one liner. Is it just when it looks big? So I could add top and bottom 80. Okay. Is it looking weird? Why? Okay. So let's add the bottom. Let's make the spacing up below more. Yeah. So we could make this could be 24 instead. Yeah. I think it's better this way. This could be 24. And the spacing here could also be 12. Yeah. So now this has been altered. It's now 2 lines. Could adjust that. We could just pick out space here. Let me make this 16 instead. Let's adjust. I won't think the font size to be big. But let's just leave it. Yeah. So we have this as you about how it works. So from fitness class we'll complete the landing page. So let's stop here today. Yeah. So you could add pictures for each of them, for each of the frames. I think we could bring down this one a little. I think 24 is too big. Let's make it 20 instead. Yeah. So you could add pictures. I could make the pictures bigger. Probably just 200. Too much. Use 164. Yeah, and then adjust the spacing a little. So like 24. Yeah. So now it looks better. So we'll continue next class. Yeah. So any questions so far? So next class, I'll show us how to do the mini section and some other things. So any questions so far before we call it a day? Nolawitz, Emmanuel. So any questions so far? I hope you guys can hear me. Olawale. No question. All right. Okay. It's been a long talk. So we'll continue next class. So to be like a part two of the landing page. Yeah. So when we are done with the landing page, what we'll do is once we're done with all these sections, which from next class we should finish very fast. It's not a lot. Yeah. So once we have all these copies on the landing page, we'll now be creative about how to create mockups. Yeah. Although in this case we don't have a mockup, but we'll figure it out. So how to create mockups, how to use mockups as your images. Yeah. So those nice mockups you see, how do they do them? Yeah. And some other things, FAQs, how do you do those? When you click on FAQs, it closes, it opens up those kind of prototypes. Yeah, so do all that and see you guys next class. So thank you guys for joining. It's always a pleasure talking to you all. So, bye.